What's up? Welcome to one of these live videos. I actually uploaded this on time, but it got deleted. So I'm just gonna round it off. This is the last video of the year for last year. Right now is the 15th of January actually, so halfway through the month of the year. And this is the video. This is the last video where I decided to make it a habit, a discipline of mine to make one video a week for a year. And it's evolved through many ways. It started off as a documentation project with me writing a song and then making a music video with parts of what I record. And it just took up way too much time, even after I do the writing, because the whole thing was me recording my weeks and recording my times and my journey, my goals and lessons and challenges and all the stuff in between. And evolved through many different ways. My favorite was the newscasting one, where I had this different thing right here, and it's oh yeah, this is the time where I did this, and then it shows up right here. And so that was pretty cool. You can check that out. I think that's the one where it says new format or something, but it's doing two different formats now. I'm just shooting it live, so it just hits it up, and now it's a cooking show thing. So it definitely has gone through many iterations. But this is the last one of its sort. Please check out my YouTube channel, Flow Style Living. That is my main channel, my main dream, goal, and beating heart. And so, links below. And if not, it is youtube.com/flowstyleliving. Full words, no spaces. And so today, what we're gonna do is make some Couscous Tostadas. Just kind of what I had. I've been really working with canned goods just because right now I'm living in a alternative situation, and canned goods is probably one of the most apocalypse ready things, and I'm very my whole life is about the apocalypse. So just getting really good at finessing with canned goods is my thing right now, and it has been for a few months. And I think kind of what I've been trying to do, Slug from Atmosphere has a line in Guarantees, says making magic out of canned goods, and so that's what I'll be doing. But it's not out of necessity, it's out of desire, and I just want to give myself restrictions because I know there's a context, there's a reason to it, which is to, these are foods that can be preserved for long times, and when you're in a drought, when you're in scarcity, the ability to whip up some fucking magic is the difference between, fucking depression and gratitude and happiness. So that's my long-term vision, as well as just the general vibe that I have for this type of cooking. I thought about creating a show called Canned Goodness or something, but for now this is my last vlogic, number 104 for this personal channel that I have. And I don't know what's gonna happen with this channel, but it's just a collection of things since 2011 if you just look through it, and also my jump off point, my launch pad for Flow Style Living from the video Bad Trip Help. So anyone coming from that, hello, please check out Flow Style Living. The stuff that you want to see is on that channel. Alright, let's get cooking. And so, what I'll be doing is heat up the kettle. Literally, I've been making meals with a hot tea kettle and the microwave. Oh, and a fridge. A fridge is important sometimes. But obviously, I don't need a fridge for any of this stuff, except maybe once I open the jalapenos. Jalapenos. Okay, and so let's revisit back into week 52. My main reminders was to trust the camera. It has actually evolved from trust the camera to trust what I'm saying is already gold. My main goals were to be back in San Francisco, safe and sound, living in the ambulance that has been well purchased at a good price for me as a buyer and worthwhile value on return for the seller with a California's driver's license. Yes, fucking what? Bing. I don't know if you're not allowed to see any of this, but fuck it, you know, it's right here. I got a license. I got a license. This is my first driver's license ever, and I got it at a perfect time because 25 is like the perfect age to get a driver's license. Because when you get insurance, that's like the limit of like this crazy like hike, because you know you're delinquent and shit. So I'm no longer a delinquent. Knock on that. And I have the Vambulance. If you've seen it, I accidentally uploaded a live shot to that when I'm getting my oil change. So I got it for $4,800, and I tipped the people $120. So $50 to the main owner. The person I was talking to was the son of him, and then $50 to the mechanic who like held shit down for me when the bookkeeper was like not having it, and I tipped him 20 anyway because that's who I am and I do my best. Okay, so your hot water's ready. Take your couscous. I've been really liking couscous recently because it cooks so easily, so well. It's a little expensive, but the amount that you get back is well worth it. Okay. So, the couscous in the bowl. You pour in, I like the stem tea kettle, right? Like fancy coffee shop use it. And my opinion on water is you want it about this much. You can maybe add a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more. You want sort of like that rice ratio. If you guys know about that rice trick, look up the rice trick if you don't know the rice trick. Okay, so then I just set it aside with the lid on it. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is heat up this stuff, which is just mixed vegetables. I really like the mixed vegetables because it's just mixed vegetables. You don't have to try super hard. It just comes in the can, and you open it, and you heat it up. That's it. And then I got some black beans, because black beans has, you know, just the stuff. It has the nutrients, has the protein, and I think it's probably one of the more protein-packed and healthy beans. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix it in the bowl. Take my trusty can opener. Being a multi-tool, not necessarily an expert, but a multi-tool connoisseur to some degree, the can opener is probably one of the top 3 used tools for me. One is knife, 2 is pliers, 3 and then this one has a nice little pop top, so that's simple. That's the way to do it. You guys see that? Wow, there's like no liquid in here. Wow, that's incredible. It slightly smells like ass, but it's not bad. Beans kind of smell like ass when they come out, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, so throw these up. Now I'm gonna mix it. I should throw that too. this is quite filled. It's okay. And I'm gonna add some salt to this because I just want to balance out the flavors off the bat. And there's no salt added, as you could have told with the can. So just a little bit of salt goes a long way. Just add more later. We'll pop this in the microwave for 5 minutos. So 5 minutes. We'll see how it goes. We'll open it in about half the time to just check on how it's doing. And in the meantime, I also have a lime. I will tell you about my second main goal of week 52, 2017, which is from December 24th to the 31st. My main goal for the week 52 was deliver relatability and value through consistent daily flow videos. So deliver 5 of them. And I think because I've had so much practice, I'm still creating structure. I made a quote recently, which was, structure invites investment. And so think about it, how if I say something like, I have 2 things to say to you, 1 main goal and 2 main goal, and then you're like, oh, cool, thanks for telling me off the bat, like, how it went. Because then you have a metaphysical structure in your mind to kind of be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Thanks for filling out this puzzle piece that's just floating, to waiting for the pieces to get received in. That's how I think about it. And so check them out, daily flow videos. They're getting better, literally because I'm creating more structure. Which allows me to flow within it, just going crazy within the structure, and that's the thing, like mathematics, all this stuff. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna go straight down to lessons because, yeah, everything else was stuff. Okay, lessons, keep this short as possible. My brain creates distractions so I don't remember the now moment. That's big. Literally, every single thing that your brain kind of creates that's not about this moment is literally a distraction. If you're thinking that it's important, go sit down and fucking focus on it and write it and plan it out. Any other way, mostly other way, of course, this is not an absolute, but for the most part, it is a distraction. Okay? Dude, this is funny. I am that good looking. It's kind of weird, but it's something that I have to really accept as a responsibility, that I am not just average looking, and that this is a responsibility that I hold. Like, I know when I like go holler, like, it's just the level of where I'm at compared to, like, I really want to be a normal, like as normal as baseline as possible. So I know my skill is what's changing the outcome. But when the vessel that I am in is different and of a different caliber, I guess to say, it's something that I have to really consider and, be mindful of, and know that just because I'm like charismatic and whimsical and whatever, people are still affected by how I look, and it affects their decisions on what I ask of them and what anything, And so, although that's not to say to dismiss my successes and the things that I've done and things that I've gotten and received and earned through my life, but it's definitely helped, and it's definitely been a factor, if anything, for better or for worse. Yeah. 3, and this is again going deeper into myself, of like understanding the responsibility that I have and hold, is I am that person, and that the world needs my voice. Like, it's necessary to have my voice be spoken because I'm an integral part of the universe, and especially in the context of that, hypothetical context of where something is moving in me and it feels right. Open it up. Don't shy away from it. Don't hide it. Don't, especially like creative things, right? Like if there's a freestyle thing happening and it's like my time and it feels right, like just show up and do something, even if it's bad. Like, do your best in that moment. Show up, do something. Okay, 2 more. There are points where I have to remove myself from situations. So sometimes I'm too much, and so I gotta leave it, kind of go like, 1 second. So I could leave it for a little longer. I just don't want to. It's hot. So salt concentration pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna add really anything else. I might add just a little bit into couscous just to offset it. And I'll leave you with the last lesson right after I put this together. So you can check out the couscous, how it's turned out. It's pretty good. Let's check out how good it is in a bit. New spoon, new you. Oh, look at that fluffiness. That is personally from me eating couscous for the past week or so. That's some good couscous. It's perfectly fluffy. Maybe just a little dry, like 5%. I like the salt that I added. I think it really offsets it, especially once it combines with the beans, which is at a relatively warm temperature, not hot. I mean a hot warm. Okay, so it's fluffed up. Make sure to fluff it up like rice. Get the airiness, really get that chew. Perfect. Okay. Now, what's gonna happen is we're gonna get that tostada. Add a little pepper to it too. A little pepper. Add a little spice in your life. I really like black pepper. It's such a staple, spice. That it's just such more aromatic thing than people give it credit for. It has a little bite to it first. Okay. So take the tostada, and I'm gonna lay it down with some polenta, with some couscous first. Okay, little couscous. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Okay. And then we'll do the beans. Add the beans. Look at the beautiful colors, the corn and the potatoes, the papas, carrots. Alright, so that's good. Now, add a few jalapenos. few jalapenos, a few jalapenos, a few jalapenos. I'm just gonna add 2 more. Now it's 3. And then I'm going to add a lemon. One. So now this is my couscous. Look how awesome impact of this. Free lime, organic limes. Yes, they look like lemons, but they're really limes and they're delicious. So I'm very ready to receive this. And this is my couscous tostada. So add a little bit of lemon. Oh man, so fusion. Okay, so my last lesson was oh my god, what happened to it? I think I deleted it. I did. Whoopsie. Let's look at it first. Understanding the high power that I carry and to be mindful of how I use it on a day-to-day basis. Yes, so that is my last lesson, and I hope you take that into consideration if that fits. And let's eat this. All right, cheers. Happy New Year. Obviously, you hear the crunch off the bat, coming loud and strong, really creating that profile of that texture, you know, that sets the base while you're chewing into something very soft, and the lime, the acid totally offsets this kind of like, so like very soft, very like swampy in like a good way. Sort of like mass. That's kind of what it is. It's just mass. And the salt from the polenta, I think, was a really great idea, just because it helps it offset together, and the jalapenos just kind of like accents it more. And so there's really nice like combination of crunchy, soft, and acids with some salt happening. I like how the potatoes are soft. It's really getting better every bite. Because I was really about to be like, I don't know if I would ever make this for someone, but I really enjoyed that I made it. You know, like as a second time. But I think if I took out the mixed vegetables and added fresh vegetables, kept the beans, and I kept the couscous, I'd make it again. Especially with the lime and jalapeno. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching this thing. I'm curious to see what happens from moving forward, especially with this cooking stuff. And I'm continuing to do my weekly writings, my daily writings, my monthly writings, my yearly writings. Quarterly, I'm taking a break, but it's going really well. More of this information that is pertinent to you in the way that you can actually use it will be on Flow Style Living, so go check out that channel if you're into the stuff that I'm talking about. If you're looking for more cooking videos, please check out Brothers Greens Eats. That's my favorite cooking channel. My favorite vegan channel is Cheap Lazy Vegan. She's killing it. She has like a free ebook and stuff. And my favorite life coach person, Brendan Burchard. Please check him out. And that's it. Like, have a great year, have a great time doing whatever you do, and remember to have a vision and follow that feeling in your heart that wants to come out, and that's at the same time being attracted. There's an attractor of some sort, and to follow that and to trust it, and to trust the universe that it got your back. You know, don't just think it's like fear is okay to have, but remember that when you trust it more and more and still take action that makes sense according to what feels right when you have that vision, or even you don't even have to have that vision. On a real basis, if you're struggling, just follow what's in your heart and you will be led to the promised land. It takes time, but time is all we have. Peace.